Good afternoon. Now, in lecture 4 of metallurgy, as we have already seen in lecture 1, 2, and 3, we have completed the process of extraction of metals. The first step involved is concentration of ore. So, we have completed total concentration of ore by various methods in the last two lectures. So in this lecture, we will be concentrating on the second step of the extraction of metals, that is what? Reduction of the ore. So what is reduction of the ore and what are the different methods are used for the reduction of the ore, we will be seeing now. So the reduction of the ore, what is reduction of the ore? It is nothing but it is used for the conversion of your concentrated ore to the crude metal form. So in the concentration of the ore, which is the first step in the extraction of metals, we have separated the gangue particles from the ore particles. Now, whatever the ore particles which we have got from the first step, that is the concentration of the ore, are they are not pure, they are crude. So what we are doing, we are they have some any other impurities can be reduced, like aluminium is associated with oxygen, aluminium oxide, so oxygen must be removed. So that reduction process to get crude metal is done by three different methods. So reduction of ore is nothing but we are converting whatever the concentrated ore into our crude metal, which is not a pure metal. Crude metal here means that the metal is around 97 to 98% pure by the process of reduction. So the various methods which are used for the reduction of ore are roasting, calcination and smelting. So all these processes, where is this technique used? For which type of ores roasting is used? For which type of ores calcination is used? And for which type of ores smelting is used? So we will be discussing in detail about all these three methods which are used for the reduction of the ore. So here once again I am repeating, reduction of ore is nothing but we are converting the concentrated ore into the crude metal form by different methods like roasting, calcination and smelting. So individually we will be discussing about what is roasting, calcination and smelting. So the first step of reduction of the ore we will be discussing is about roasting. What is roasting? Roasting is nothing but heating the ore in the presence of oxygen is called as roasting. Generally, which type of ores are taken for roasting processes? Sulfide ores. Generally, all the sulfide ores will be used for the technique of roasting, in which they are heated in the presence of oxygen. So what happens when they are heated in the presence of oxygen? They get converted into their oxide forms. So the metal combines with the oxygen and it forms the oxide form of the metal is obtained by the roasting process. So here a special type of furnace is used for roasting, which is called as reverberatory furnace. So roasting is carried out in reverberatory furnace and roasting is done in the presence of oxygen, and here the ore is heated below the melting point of the metal. The most important point is here the ore is heated below the melting point, because if the ore gets if it reaches its melting point, then it is of no use. So below its melting point we will supply that much temperatures where the ore doesn't convert into its liquid form. Below its melting point we will heat it and we will convert it into the oxide form. So here I have given an example. Here we have taken zinc sulfide ore, which is heated in the presence of oxygen, where zinc sulfide is getting converted into zinc oxide and the sulfur is going with oxygen as sulfur dioxide. So you can take many examples like lead sulfide, zinc sulfide, all copper sulfide, Cu2S, all can be undergo all these sulfide ores. So if you see here, anything which is attached with sulfur, it becomes a sulfide ore. So all these sulfide ores are getting converted into the oxide forms in the process of roasting. So roasting, two things you have to remember. Roasting, the first point is it takes place in the presence of oxygen, and it is carried out in a furnace which is called as reverberatory furnace, and here ore is heated below the melting point of this concerned metal. That you have to remember in the process of roasting. The second process of reduction of ore is calcination. Here, calcination means that we are heating the ore in the absence of air at high temperatures is called as calcination. So here, it is in the absence of air. And generally, which type of metal ores are taken here? We are taking hydrated salts of the metals and metal carbonates. Generally, this type of ores are undergoing, they get converted when they are heated, they get converted into metallic oxides. If you see, if you take a ore of hydrated salt, what will happen? It will expel out water, whereas the metal carbonates will expel out carbon dioxide when we heat them. So here it doesn't require any oxygen. It doesn't require any oxygen for the heating of the ore. So here the ore is generally heated in the absence of oxygen to give metal oxides, metallic oxides. In roasting also we have seen that the final product was a metallic oxide. In calcination also it is the same, but it takes place in the absence of air. And here also when we are heating them, we are removing the water from the hydrated salt and we are removing the carbon dioxide from the metal carbonates to get our metallic oxides. Now let us take two examples of this hydrated salt and metallic oxides so that you will understand calcination much better. So if you take the examples of calcination, in calcination, as I have said you, we are heating the ore in the absence of oxygen. So which type of ores are heated? Carbonate ores or hydrated, we have said hydrated salts. So this is an example of a hydrated salt and this is a carbonate ore. So when we are heating, what is happening when I heat this? The carbonate form of calcium carbonate and magnesium carbonate, this is dolomite. The carbonate form is getting converted into carbon dioxide and it is going out as a gas. And calcium is getting converted into calcium oxide and magnesium carbonate as magnesium oxide. So here in calcination also, the ores from their carbonate and from their hydrated forms, they are converted into the oxide forms by heating them in the absence of oxygen. So here if you see the other example, that is zinc carbonate, calamine, on heating it gives zinc oxide and carbon dioxide gas is removed. This is a hydrated salt of hematite, Fe2O3SH2O in the solid form. When we are heating, the water molecules which are associated with this ore are going out and we are getting the oxide form of the iron. So these are the examples which show the clear explanation of calcination. Okay. So reduction of the ore, we have come to the last process, that is smelting. Smelting is the technique which is used for the reduction of the ore, that is heating the ore with suitable reducing agents. Generally, the reducing agents are used are, it can be carbon monoxide and aluminium. Metal also can be used as a reducing agent. So these three are the reducing agents. Here I have taken, here in the process of smelting, what we are doing, the oxide metal ores which are obtained by calcination and roasting are finally converted into the crude form of the metal by reducing them with a suitable reducing agent. Here the reducing agents generally used are, it can be carbon, it can be carbon monoxide, it can be also a metal like aluminium. So here this is a generalized equation of any metal oxide where it is reacting with a reducing agent. Here what is happening? Reducing agent, here we have taken it as a carbon. So when we are heating this, we are getting pure metal, that is a crude metal, and we are also getting carbon monoxide outside. So this is a generalized equation of how oxide metals are reacting with the reducing agent and they are converting into the crude form of the metal along with the evolution of carbon monoxide. Okay. We'll take the examples of smelting here. We'll take the examples here. As I have said you, smelting is done. We are heating in the presence of a particular reducing agent. Generally oxides oxide ores in the presence of reducing agent, the metal is getting reduced and we are seeing this reducing agent is getting oxidized. So we will take two examples here. Generalized equation I have already shown you. Here in this zincite ZnO, in the presence of reducing agent carbon, it is forming zinc. So the metal is separated as a crude metal and carbon, the reducing agent, is now going as carbon monoxide. Here, as I said you, even metals can also act as a reducing agent in smelting process. Here, aluminium is the metal which is used as a reducing agent. As you know that aluminium is an electropositive in nature. So what does it do? It acts as a reducing agent. It reduces chromium oxide. It forms aluminium oxide and chromium. We will get the crude metal out of this. So this completes the three processes of reduction, that is roasting, calcination and smelting, which are very important. Roasting is nothing but in the presence of oxygen and it is generally used for sulfide ores. Here in the process of roasting also we are getting sulfide ores are converted into the oxide ores. And the second technique we have seen was calcination. This was in the absence of oxygen, we are converting hydrated salts, ores and the other type of ores like hydrated salt ores are converted into their oxide forms, and even carbonate ores are converted into their oxide forms. In the last technique, smelting, the oxide forms are converted into their crude metal forms by heating them in the presence of particular reducing agents. So this completes the topic of lecture 4, that is reduction of the ore by different methods.